Fred is dead. Happy Thursday. Welcome back. Here we are. Car Mechanic Simulator. We've got some machines to repair. We collected these cars the last time we were here. The last time we were here. Ike and English. I want to move this one into here. Because we didn't have anything on the other lift. But I think we need to fix the rust stain. Look. Rust stain. See? Rust stain. Yeah, that's right. Hard to control. Oh yeah, that's right. This thing had the I think we took a look at this before we left. But yeah, this definitely has some front end issues that we've got to address. We'll get our normal tests out of the way. Got to get that experience, guys. Free experience. Can't pass it up. What's our minimum repair on this thing here? $65. I went through everything, and I could have just looked right there. And of course I didn't. I just, you know, it's the way I am. Oh. Man, I burned my fingers today taking a roast out of the oven, and man, I'll tell you, don't ever do that. It's not a good thing. Yeah, my fingers hurt. I've got a two really good burns on my fingers. It's my mouse and hand. One right on the index finger and one right on the thumb. I think my thumb is going to probably blister, but we'll see what happens. Oh, that one's 65. What was that our minimum? I thought, yeah, 65 is our minimum. Okay, so we're okay on that one. Which it said suspension issues, so that's where we're gonna be focusing. But you know, sometimes you find hidden parts, and we're just gunning for free experience right now. So don't ever give up the free experience. This is gonna help us locate some of the suspension issues. Yeah, I knew the tie rods were definitely going to be the problem. I think we'll probably have some bushings that are going to be the problems too, because I'm not seeing too many defective parts, so I think a lot of the issues are going to be bushings. Get the engine knocked out. All in all, I mean, it's in fairly decent shape. It's just the body needs help. Yeah, the straight sixes had a single exhaust on them. Oh, come on. Oh, looks like we've got some bad U-bolts. Alright, so we got those. Tie rod, leaf spring, U-bolt. We have suspension rattling, which is the wheel hub. Running gear, which is probably general running gear and repair. That's probably gonna be a transmission issue. And then we get this. We should let's run this thing over to our test track. See what that tells us. That is not what this straight six sounds like. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. The speedometer kind of works. That speedometer looks broken, doesn't it? Up, see? Bushing. I knew it was a rubber bushing. That's going to be our running gear. Okay. Then we got our body parts. Okay, back over to car lift A. Let's go ahead and yoink this. Yoink that. Pull this off. Grab you. We'll grab you. Take that off. Get these body parts repaired that they keep demanding that we take care of because, you know, that's what they do in these games. I should probably tighten up the frame on this thing too. %. So there's one piece of this thing that I have not yoinked yet. What did I miss? Aha, right there. Repair. Oh, gotta be 64%. Good enough. Making your car look like new. All because you don't want to buy a shoe. Had to find something that rhymed. I was never a poet. And I always knew it. See why it doesn't rhyme? I think we're going to have to replace the glass, I think. The glass is the only thing that we couldn't repair. Looks like we're repairing everything else. Sort by condition. And that's still okay. Technically that's not okay. Let's get all new glass. I didn't dump any of the other... BMW. That was the last car we worked on. I never dumped the parts of that, did I? Ford Mustang, 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 BMW, 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 Mustang, Mustang, BMW. Okay. got that one. I think we got that one. Okay. Where is my rust stain? Right there. Let's get her back together again. You know what, actually? Move you over here. Yes. I know they didn't want to do that, but it's going to make the car look tons better. Because we put all these body parts on here, and you're going to have that old new look all the way through it, and it's just going to look terrible. And we're not going to do that to this car. It's rude. Come on, there we go. License plate. No, I'm not missing anything there. Okay. Come on, circle around. There we go. Come on. Right there. Ah! Sometimes some of these hitboxes are a pain in the neck to get to. Give me a license plate. 93%. What did I miss? Ah, engine cover. That's what it was. Alright, now we should have 96. What else did I miss? I got all those. Got that. I didn't reuse... Oh, the smear here? No. What part am I missing here? Polish repair. Oh, you know what? That's probably from the license plates. Because for some reason the license plates count as body. I bet that's what that's from. If I were to put 2 new plates on it, it would probably be 100%. Alright. Sell parts that are under 74%. There. I gotta pull you off because we have a bad wheel hub, as well as a bad tie rod. Tie rod's okay. That inner tie rod's bad. Whoosh. one's okay. That one's okay. There's our bad bushing. There's your dented beetle. Inner leaf, bushing, wheel bearing. Here, 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 here. You know, no, actually, I don't think I had any of those. I can't play darts, can I? What a bummer. Whoosh. And right over here. That should complete this job. That's done, this is done, and that's done. We can go ahead and call this good. Oh, it's been paid out. Alright, what's your problem? Oh, clearly, it's transmission related. Is that all this is? Just transmission? See what the order says. Transmission not responsive, other tasks. Increase tuning a car by 9 to 14%. Refill power steering fluid. Alright, that's simple enough. Let's start with the obvious here. You know what? We need to do inspections first. Gotta get our free experience, because experience is delicious. Nice and delicious experience. Anybody got any big plans for the holiday weekend? I don't have too much going on. Want to see if maybe I can get some streaming in over the weekend, but I don't know if it'll happen. Yeah, it's definitely not going to happen Monday. I know that for sure, but maybe I can get something done Saturday, maybe a little bit Sunday. We'll see what happens. Excuse me. Got that, got that, got that. That's all done. The shaft of the drive. Fuel tank. Rear end suspension. Yeah, I think it's just going to be yanking that transmission out and calling it good. Because we've got to pull that before we can do anything else. Everything else is from underneath. We've got to get this thing up in the air before we can do anything else. This is an all-wheel drive, isn't it? So tires have got to come off, axles got to come out. Take the drive shaft since we're here. Normally what we'd do is just like disconnect it from that one end and hang it up there. You wouldn't bother removing the whole thing in most situations with a vehicle like this. Take our intermediate shafts out. Wow, I'm surprised it's going to let me do that with that exhaust pipe in the way. Alright, throw out bearings cooked. Go figure. Looks like the flywheel's cooked. Go figure. You know, I wonder if we can do our performance with just the transmission, flywheel, and performance clutch. That's an interesting thought. I mean, those are still in good shape, but if we go performance on those... Tune up. Okay, that's not in here. Flywheel. That's 0.5%. Okay. That's not in here. That's 0.9%. Okay. Pressure plate. Transmission. There we go. We got the flywheel. Got the pressure plate. We got to get this clutch. That's 175. So that puts us at 225. That gives us 3% tuning right there. Let's go fuel. What? Oh, because we're stuck on transmission. Give it that. Give it this. Plugs. Just bought 5 of those things. Where was that transmission? I thought we had performance transmissions in here somewhere. Gearboxes. That's what I'm looking for right there. That's only 1%. Oh. Alright. Get you tossed back up in here. So we're at... This whole setup here is going to be 3. That'll make 4. Come over here. Well, we're in install mode. We want uninstall mode. That was good for, what did that say? 3%? I don't remember. 1.5. So that's 5.5% on the fuel. Okay. drop this down. And we've got 0.6 here. That's 2, or that's 20. God, that's not even 1%. What kind of injection setup does this thing have? It's got those injectors, and it's got the V6 throttle body. Alright. I'm going to take a quick break, guys. Hang on for 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. Okay. So, we need to go in here. Tune up. We want these injectors. Where did I miss those injectors? Oh, we want that V6 throttle body too, don't we? I'm not seeing it. I mean, guess technically I could toss a computer in this thing and call it good. What ECU does this take? A or B? That looks like an A. Yep, ECU type A. Why don't we just do that? Why don't we just toss one of these bad boys in there? Those are pretty new plugs. Plugs were definitely not the problem. Performance plugs. Okay, that should give us our tuning that we need. Install our starter. Power steering right there. Pull the remainder of that fluid out. Top it up with some deliciously fresh fluid. Have it look amazing. Okay, repaired, repaired, repaired. Oh, look, it already told us 9 to 14. Let's see what it actually came out to be. I'm kind of curious. I'm thinking maybe with the 5 and the 6, it's going to be like 11%. So, might be on the 12. Might be a little on the 12 side. But let's run this over to our dyno. Wow, 497 horsepower. A lot of little power out of that little poop. Of course, it is like a dual turbo vehicle, isn't it? .15%. Gave it a 21 horsepower increase. Nice. I'm calling it good. Let's run you over to the car wash. Guess we could probably try and fine-tune the transmission and computer. .68%. Let's see what that comes out to be. 82%. Wow, you really polish up nice, don't you? Let's take it back over to the dyno real quick. Let's go into our tuning. Oh, cars I own. Alright, fine. Get your piece of junk out of here. Wow. They gave me almost 20K for, or 14K for that upgrade. Interesting. Good parts. A lot of good parts. Let's go ahead and sell that, sell that, sell that. Oh, I didn't even put the fuel filter in. Wow. Okay, well, that's it. These guys need to go into my used warehouse. You need to go into my performance warehouse. It would really suck if I had one of those V6 throttle bodies here. Does that motor have performance parts on it? I think it does, which is why it's in here. Hey, we're down to 2 cars. Let's move you to here. And let's you view. Oops. Do you have a suspension issues? Oh, you do have some brake problems. Let's run you down the test path. I think it's going to be on that passenger side. The rear brakes aren't in the best shape either. We can pretty much leave the driver's side brakes alone. You know what? Let's just do a full brake job on it. Go all the way around it. Pads, pads, pads. Yeah, there's still some stuff we missed. You go cart lift B. Probably didn't need to open that to do this. It's just habit, because I usually like to get to the engine. And this game's really weird to where, you know, you get to the engine through the front of these things. I don't see an ABS system on this. Oh, right there. It's hidden. Hidden right behind, right underneath the air filters. One of those modules is probably bad too. I bet it probably has either a bad module or bad pump. Seven. Can't check this out. But we can do all the digiticals. Okay, I think we got everything. Check that, check that. Checked that. I wanted the OBD. I didn't want this. I clicked on the wrong thing. It still gives me experience. OBD. On-board diagnostics. That's what OBD stands for. Yeah, see, ABS module. Knew it. Let's go ahead and get our fuel test and our compression test out of the way, get that experience. I figured all that would be good. A lot of what it's in here for, none of this is going to even matter. Boy, that's a little weak on that one, isn't it? Did I go through? Oh, didn't do this. Need to check tires. Gotta find out how thick the tires are. Find out which ones he's been roasting. Two at 86 and the other two at 90. He's clearly been cooking some tires. It's kind of obvious. Alright. Let's, clearly we've got a hood we've got to replace. We've got this we've got to replace. Probably ought to take this with us as well. That Windows L Borcode. what are oh, that tail light. I can see that tail light right now. It's got to come off. Looks like this headlight. Yeah, 49%. What's our minimum on this? 76? Place body part. Oh, gee, let's just take them all. It's saying so many things here. Let's just take it all. Save us the grief. Ferrari. Yeah. Oops. Grab it. %. What am I missing? Oh, that guy right there. Now it should be 1%. Yep, okay. That cleaned up nice. Go to that one. Gotta love that. Gotta love it when you have to replace minimal parts. Spoiler special. And it's borked. Can't let that whole thing go bad. Didn't go 100%? What? Okay. What pieces do we have left? The windows. Probably let some of these windows go, but... Community car body shop? Yeah, that's what we're looking at here. Get this window. Excuse me. That roast beast is coming back to haunt me. I think I need to go paint that mirror. Yep, I'm gonna have to paint that mirror. Because I don't want to paint the whole car, right? That would be just plain silly. Come on. I've got to order myself a new mouse. I think I have reached the maximum number of clicks on this mouse because it is not clicking correctly. Now, that's not a white, that's a pearl, isn't it? Current color. Yeah, it's kind of a pearl. It's definitely not a white. It'd be really bad if we didn't match that on that mirror. $100 credits to paint that. Now let's see if it's the right color match. Does this look a shade brighter? I don't know. We'll put it on the car and find out. What? My car mechanic. I am working on a Ferrari. But you gotta go to bed. I don't think that's the right color. I really don't think it's the right color. Eh. I mean, it's not too bad. You can't. Let's take this whole thing back to the paint booth where we've got better light. See what we can see. I think it's a slightly different shade. I don't. I think this is just a shade, one shade lighter. I can't pay it apart. Okay. You know what? We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. I'm not gonna go through the hassle of all of that. Let's move you over to the car wash. Yes, I know. I still have work to do, but it's out. Let's get her washed up. Maybe it'll correct the... Yeah, that is just one shade brighter. These are more of a silver. That's more of a... Right? Yeah. No, seriously. How you doing, Vulcan? Yeah, it does seem more pearl. It doesn't seem as silver as the other one. I think it's just that slight shade because I had those two shades that were really close, and I'm wondering if I got it just that one shade brighter. Um, let's see. The interior is 73. Let's see what we can do. See all those little specks right there? We're gonna get all that stuff off. Boop, 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 boop. Look at that. All nice and clean inside. 83%. Boom, baby. I do a lot for my customers. Car lift B. Alright, let's get you in the air, get your brake problems fixed. Yeah, exactly. It is a foam cannon. It really is. We need to open this up.
Good night.
Good night. Yeah, it is a very pretty engine, huh? Let's get the fluids changed out, because I know I'm going to forget those. And I think it wants us to... Yeah, you know what? Let's do the brake fluid anyway. Why not? Boy, both of those ABS parts are junk. That looks like I should have to remove that air filter housing before I can top that up, but that's just me. And top this up. I don't remember. Does this thing say oil change? No, it said performance upgrade, right. Doesn't need an oil change, but it needs a performance upgrade. I should probably change the oil anyway. What? What are you doing? Alright. Well, if you would have come back here with Kel, you would have been able to figure it out. I just told Kel what I was doing. Well, that looks like pretty clean oil. I don't think we're going to mess with that. Okay. What other tasks am I missing? Oh, the upgrades. That's what it is. $12 to 17%. Probably exhaust. Well, computer will give it 6 right off the bat. And if I put sparks and coils in it, we should get the 12 to 17. Oh, but you know what? Actually. Oh, I know what we're going to do. That'll be the... I got it. I figured it out. Because we're going to do a full brake job on this thing anyway. So, since we're going to do a full brake job, whoosh. And they want some super performance.
Hey, Dad.
What?
So, this is in the future, right? There's hoverboards. So, imagine a hoverboard with the Millennium Falcon boosters and a V8 engine.
Why would you need a V8 engine as well as a Millennium Falcon motor. I mean that's kind of counterproductive, isn't it?
How is it counterproductive?
Well, because you've got one motor which is fully capable of space travel, and you've got another motor that needs oxygen to breathe. So,
I'm more aiming for mass.
yeah, but you gotta figure weight too, son.
It'd be like this
The,
the entire time I'm flying.
the motor off the Millennium Falcon renders the V8 engine absolutely worthless.
No, Dad, it's only the boosters. It's not even the engine. It's
I
just the
drove. He provided the end.
boosters.
Went to the range today. My buddy and a fellow church security team member was trying to convert me from the church of AK. I mean, both are a whole lot of fun to shoot. I mean, yeah, the funnest rifle I ever got to shoot was my buddy's SKS. You want a fun gun to shoot? Go shoot yourself an SKS. Those things, it puts both the AK and the AR to shame. It really does. Um, that is my piece of advice. And we want one of these, and we want these guys. I don't think we had high performance calipers. So we want to go tune up, brakes, get 2 of those bad boys. And oh, you know what? We could probably go with 4 of those bad boys, couldn't we? Why didn't I go with these? Let's go with 4 of those. Because that's 16% right there. That's what they wanted, right? 12 to 17. Boom, baby. Got our performance. We're done. Oh, that's in the wrong section. Okay. The wrong section. Wrong section. Okay. So we don't even, we could put the ACU back in. We don't need this, don't need this. We need those, don't need this. Okay. They're just right here on the front page. No, we need to come in like the, oh no, because we were installing the ABS. So we do need this section here. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah, that's another fun one. I have an old M1 carbine. I like shooting that gun. My grandpa taught me how to set that weapon in. It's what he used all through the war. He used to train other soldiers on how to sight those things in. Oh, wait. Let's check these tires, because some of these, yeah, see 245, 35, 305, 30. So these need to go on the rear. These need to go on the front. See, they almost caught me on that one. Uh, 30, 305, right there. All right, to the front. Whoosh. This thing's gonna stop on a stinking dime now. Whoosh. Come on. There we go. Alright, that should knock out everything we need. Increase tuning of car by... I just did! Or does it not count that as tuning? Because 4 times 4 is 16. Maybe I exceeded it. I don't see how I could have exceeded it. Let's... see, I think that's just breaking performance. I think I just dumped a bunch of money into something I didn't need to dump a bunch of money into. Because I didn't pay attention to this symbol. That's breaking performance. And here we are yet again. One, two, three, four, 6, 7, 8. And let's go here because we need air filters. Don't need you. Okay, so that's 2. So with what I have, that was another 2. So that's 4. That's 4. The coils are going to be another 3.5, I think. So that's 7. If we get the fuel rails, which will be... Oh yeah, we could get the V8 version of that too. You know what? Let's go ahead and grab this. Won't even touch the manifolds. That's going just a little too crazy. Yeah, I think we're gonna exceed it again. Alright, insert you. That's 1. That's 2. That's 8. Whoosh. This is gonna make it 16 if I put these in, won't it? Yep. That should make it a solid 18 right there. Which puts us over Well, it says 17. I guess. I guess we'd done it. Thing's got some killer stopping power on it now. Gave him an upgrade he didn't even know he needed. He's gonna stomp on those brakes and put his face right through the windshield. That'll teach him. Ooh, dead on 6. Yeah, that's right, because it would have been 6, 7, 8, 12, 16. Yeah, so I was right within it. Didn't even get to install all these neat components. Darn. Alright, ship it. I think I probably spent more than 40K. Oh, you're still here. We'll get back to you. Come in here. Put you into warehouse 2. Oh, not you. No, not you. You're not a performance part. Okay. Now we come down here to our used parts, where we can drop you guys off. I could make those new just by reconditioning them. But we're not going to do that quite yet. Technically those windows should be okay, but no. Yeah, I'll probably never use them. When am I ever going to get a Ferrari in here for repair? Well, you just did. Well, I mean, I did, but you know what? We're going to go turn these and make these new. We can make you new. We can make you guys new. You need a rebuild. Maybe that's how we'll finish this off. We'll finish this thing off with a rebuild. We need to go back to 5. We need to grab the engine out of here. Where did that engine go? Right there. We need to plop you on here. That's that small little V8 engine, isn't it? Ugh. Sorry, I'm yawning, guys. I had a rough time sleeping last night. I woke up, my neck is hurting. You ever get that night's sleep where you wake up and your neck is killing you because of whatever reason, and you're like, how can a person sleep to where their neck is sore in the morning? I can't. Oh, that's going into warehouse 5. Reconditioning parts. Yeah, I have the My Pillow as well, and I don't have to necessarily throw it in the dryer every week, but I've learned exactly how to fluff it up really well, and I can get it nice and fluffy. But there's certain situations to where even after doing that or before doing it, it still doesn't. I'll wake up with a sore neck. It's just how I sleep. Get all my free experience here. Fuel filter. You know, I've got a spare one of those. Let's try and repair this one with all used parts, shall we? Because I might have everything used on here, so. Except for maybe those control arm linkages. Those are definitely not going to be... Because I can see that one control arm right there is bad. The other one's fine. Looks like we've got a rusty bolt down there, too. What's our minimum on this? 64. Okay. Engine has no power. Knocking noise. Oh, okay. It looks like we're going to be doing an engine. Sloppy steering. Repair all running gear faults. Other tasks. Change coolant. 7 to 12%. Well, if we're going to be tearing this engine apart. Yeah, there was, but it wasn't a content patch. It was a things that are broken patch. I went through the patch notes and I read everything online, and there was no new content added. So, I mean, take it for what it's worth, you know. Um, Not that it's a terrible thing, but camshaft. It's not showing any pistons or rings, so I guess maybe we don't have to do a full rebuild. But those camshafts are probably going to be our problem. We might be able to recondition those. I don't think I have any of those on hand. We probably need to put a timing gear set in it too, because I bet it's got some bad timing gears. Well, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of people returned it. They were hoping for a lot more content, and the content was just never there. The launch of that thing was really just, it was terrible. I've just held on to it because I know it's going to get better. You know, I've owned that game since the beginning. And well, not Kerbal 2, but Kerbal Space Program. And even when it was in early alpha, there was a lot of content missing, and I know it's going to get better. I'm going to give it time, and yeah, I was probably an idiot for paying full price for it. I should have sat on it and let it grow for a while, but you know, in the end, it's going to turn out and be okay. It really is, and I just think everybody wants it right now, right now, right now, and that's not how Kerbal is. It's they wanted to push it out so that it could start making sales on it. Um, but I mean, everybody was screaming, "We want Kerbal! We want Kerbal! We want Kerbal!" They gave them Kerbal, not realizing that it was still, another 4 or 5 years out from full development and full deployment. So it really, because I read all the blogs. Everybody was screaming for it. Everybody wanted it. As soon as they announced, hey, it's coming. Yeah, they probably could have delayed it, but you know how people feel when they delay games. It's just, yeah. I mean, I've logged a total of, uh, yeah, but that's because they did so many turnovers, right? If they had been able to keep the original developers on it, it would have been released on time. But because they changed owners and the original team pretty much abandoned the project, right? Um, they didn't have anything to go with, so we've had this conversation before. Has no power. Okay, did we discover all the ports? Yeah, we discovered those. Camshaft, radiator fan, parts not discovered. That's probably going to be all the timing gear sets. Sloppy steering, we've got those, both the front and rear sway bars. Running gear, hub bearing. Okay, yeah, that's some. And the other tasks. Let's go ahead and start draining fluids here, because if we got to pull things apart, we've got to drain the fluids one way or another. I don't know why you would ever want to drain washer fluid. You just use it and be done with it, right? We're putting the de-icing washer fluid in. That's what we're doing. Are you really though? Is that really your end goal? See what this oil looks like. It's still clean. I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's get you in the air. Because it's only fair. Told you I'm not a poet. I warned everybody. They didn't want to listen. Wait. Do I even need to remove this wheel? I don't think I even need to remove this wheel. Wonder if I should run this thing down the test path first. See if I can get a little more. You're talking KSP2 or KSP? Because I bought KSP clear back in right. No, I bought KSP clear back in 2015 when it was still in like early alpha. Um, and I mean they had like hardly any content, and they were still building out a lot of the craft, a lot of the they didn't have any of the heat stuff. You could make re-entry at like 4,000 kilometers a second and just let that thing burn. It's no, the original. If you, I don't know if you have the option in Steam. You have the option to go back to a lot of the early versions of the game. If you go back to like I think it's alpha like point 0.8 or point 0.9, it looks a lot like KSP now. KSP 2. Not a whole lot of content.
Dad, don't forget to tell the Tooth Fairy.
Oh, I need to call the Tooth Fairy, don't I?
Yes.
Alright, I'll give the Tooth Fairy a call. Seriously, I gotta remove the tire for that? Come on. In fact, you know what? Actually, that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I am gonna go through we're gonna do some Kerbal, and we're gonna revisit the prior versions of Kerbal. I think that's gonna be an interesting thing. We'll do that for Kerbal tomorrow. That sounds like a fun thing to do because it's been a while since I've revisited that. Um, and it's a real neat adventure. Okay, we had one back here. Right there. Oh, of course we got to pull this wheel off too. So yeah, let's plan on that for tomorrow's stream in Kerbal. So I think that's gonna be the funnest part of it. Wheel hub bearing. Which wheel bearing was bad? Whoosh. Bet it's this one, isn't it? I bet it's this hub bearing. It doesn't look like it. So it's got to be one of the front ones. Whoosh. There it is. Okay. Got those, got those. Gotta get these. Gotta get these. I'm pretty confident this is gonna be timing stuff. Engine has no power. We gotta repair that air filter housing. Because we tested the engine and the internal components for the pistons and stuff seemed good. We just know those cams are a little sketch. We know this air filter housing's junk. That was one bad coil. There's the other bad coil. There's another bad coil. Maybe it's bad spark plugs. Maybe it's a spark plug that's bad. Nope. Nope. Oh yeah, those cams are junk. Well, that looks okay. That looks okay. Those gears look okay. I'm gonna tear this whole front end apart so that we can get to the get to the timing belt. Alternator's gotta come on. Oh, it could be one of those guides, huh? Is that? Oh, because that's part of the engine head. That would make sense. Okay. Oh, 500,000 of these. I remember why I hate this engine. Anybody here ever had one of the Audi straight 5 engines? Those things were a very interesting motor. Yoink! Buddy of mine had those. It was a really smooth running vehicle. It had a fantastic sound to it too. He ended up totaling it out by rear-ending my friend's 84 Chevy Citation. It was hilarious. My friend's Citation drove away and my buddy's Audi had to be towed. Oh, I laughed. I laughed so hard at that. Alright, let's see what we can repair. See what parts we don't have to have. That's good enough. That's good enough. Don't have to fix that. Let's go ahead and fix this up just a smidge. And fix that up just a smidge. And fix that up just a smidge. Good enough. What parts do we have to replace? Coil, filter, exhaust section, coil. Because it was 65 was the minimum on this, right? 64. Warehouse 5. There's a coil. There's another good coil. Oh no, those are in the 50s. We can't use those. There's a 60 right there. There's a 66 right there. You gotta go back. You gotta go back. And I need 3 of them, and I only have dos. We are the dos amigos. It's 58. You know, it solves problems if I sort by quantity or quality. I know what I'm saying here. I'm just starting to fall asleep, so I don't know what I'm saying. Let's go back to warehouse 1. We need a fuel filter. Sort this by condition. Yeah, we're short 1. I don't think I have an air filter base, but I might have a wheel hub. I'm pretty certain I've got a fuel filter. I thought I had an... Oh, right there, air filter base. I knew I had an air filter base. Thought I had a fuel filter. I've got this performance. We've got to do performance parts on this anyway, right? At least I thought we did. I thought we had to do tuning. Yeah, 7 to 12%. So why don't we take these plugs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll take those coils, put all new coils in it, all new plugs. We'll toss you in. We'll toss you in. And we don't have any air filters. Maybe we should pick up an air filter. Oh, but you know what? I don't think we need an air... Well, we're looking for a performance though, right? I've already checked those off, so if we come in here... Air filter, yes. We've got ignition coils, we've got the fuel filter. We want that, yes, okay. We got the air filter base, yes. And these guys we get from here. Sway bar link, yep. And wheel hub, yep. We need that rear sway bar. Rear sway. Okay. Filter. Filter base. Put these on because we can. Gonna kind of mix and match the best for the front and worst for the rear. Or worse for the middle. Even though that's not how it goes together. I've really botched this, haven't I? Come on, put it on there. There we go. 76%. That's right, I opted to not repair that because reasons. New plugs. Just thinking about what we need here, my brain. Keep thinking we forgot something, but... Oh, can't do that yet. We gotta go down below, down below. Well, we gotta go down below. Give me these clips. Give me these clips. Whoosh. Come on, whoosh me. Push me out through the radiator. My face doesn't work that way. Well, at least it's not thinking that I'm clicking on the reservoir container. Engine has no power. Engine has no power. Part not discovered. Yep, I'm gonna have to drain the oil in this thing. We got that one up there too. Those are our two missing components. We also have this to do. That was our missing running gear part, isn't it? Oh no, clutch pressure plate's on there, huh? Yeah, I just hadn't pulled the tranny yet. Okay. It's not a problem to drop the oil down. That's a piece of cake. We'll get all this upper task stuff done, and then we'll do the lower task. Why not? Why not? Do we already have all the upper running gear stuff done? Alright. We'll go ahead and refuel you guys then. Get you knocked out since we're here. This one has taken quite a bit more time than I thought. The other ones we knocked out real quick. This one here has kind of been taunting us. Power steering hydraulic fluid. Premium high performance. Dot 3 and dot 4. How to tell that the numbers are absolutely meaningless. They really are. Those dot numbers, they're worthless. It doesn't really mean much. That'll knock those out. We still got to do those. And we're still working on the tuning. Okay. Why did I take this? Oh, because I have that, I've got this part to install. That's why that wheel is off. And let's put this bad tire towards the back. Because those are the tires he's smoking more, right? Got to remove you so we can do our transmission work. Whoosh. And I think I had one of these sitting in the used bin. It's like 89% or something like that. Come over here. We'll toss you in. We'll toss him in. We've got this thing to reinstall. I'm going to slap the old tire back on this thing so it's back on all four paws. Yes, let's come back here. Slap you in. Boom. Is that gonna be... I don't think that's gonna meet our minimum. Oh, I guess it did. Never mind. Why can't I take that off? Because the power steering pump's in my way. Of course it is. Which means I've got to drain all that power steering fluid yet again. Because if I'm going to pull that power steering pump off, fluid's got to come out with it. So I filled that up too early, but while I'm up here, well, the transmission's not in, so I can't even bother installing that starter yet, because that starter, I've got to take that off, take the belt off. Come on. Loosen the belt up and just slide it right over the top of the fan. Come on. It's a real life simulator, guys. I guess that makes sense if it mounts onto the pan for why you can't take it off. Stupid cars. I think this is supposed to model the Peugeot, isn't it? Alright, let's get our crankshaft bearing caps. If those things are knocking, the crank's bad. You gotta replace the crank, but, you know, this is a real life simulator, guys. Let's go get our parts. Let's see what we can fix first. Yeah, we'll tighten you up. Yeah, we'll tighten you up. You're not even gonna matter. Should have brought you up to 100% to start with. Oh, at least I can fix one of them. That's a good thing. Alright, I don't think I had any crankshaft bolts, but let's see. Why are these guys in here? Oh, look, I do. Crankshaft bearing caps right there. Go ahead and plop you in here. We already added new plugs, so we don't need to worry about those. What do we have under the old stuff? Pressure plate right there. That's what we came here for. Yep, I don't think we need any of this other stuff. Or probably shuffle you guys in there. Need you. You guys have all been replaced. Did we have a newer roller in here? I thought we did. Maybe I need to go back to my 100 percentile. Those are roller Bs. I need a roller A. I don't think I have a roller A. Nope. Okay. Good enough. Oil pan in the city. And of course we can't do that, but let's go ahead and do this. Get this squared away. It didn't cost me anything to do this. Well, I mean it did, because I freshened everything up, but... Okay, we are now ready to go... Oh! I guess I don't do the starter up top. Now we should be ready to go back up top. Give me a fan, lots of fans in the prairie star above. Oh, this is going to round us out just at our 2-hour mark, isn't it? Oh yeah, because those were performance parts. I don't need those. I could have put that air filter back in there, but we got a performance air filter. Did this have a middle muffler? It did. Yeah, we met the performance obligation, so I'm not going to worry about that. But we've got to refill these, and we got to put fresh engine oil in it. And then we can call it good. I think we just run it over to the car. Oh no, we've got the body panels to do, don't we? We still got to do the body work. I think that's gotta, nope, that's gotta come off. This has gotta come off. This has gotta come off. tail light looks like it's got a, yeah, that was 46%. What else did we have? Mirror, fender, fender, door. Okay. Fender, fender, door. Mark that tail light, and I think that's the only part we need, right? Because these windows are still above the 64%. Done. Where are we going? Come on. Done, 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 done. Car wash. See how the paint's discolored? That's why I did the chassis on that other one. To prevent that kind of stuff from happening. What's your interior? 66%. Making your car look like new. It's up to 73. It's more in line with it now. Things good for another 50,000 miles. Yep, I completed all this. Got you your performance bonus. There we go. Let's go ahead and sell you. That should be all of our orders for today. Which it is. Come down to warehouse 6, drop you off. Come up to warehouse 5, drop you off. Come to warehouse 2 and drop you guys off. Alright. Well, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end it right here. It's going to be like 6 minutes early, but that's okay. You know, we got a lot done. We got some cars squared away. We've got some talking about weird things done. And yeah, tomorrow we're going to do some Kerbal, but we're going to look at the past Kerbal compared to the present Kerbal. And kind of compare and see, you know, how far they've come in the last, what, 10 years? I guess it would be close to that. 2015 till, you know, we're coming up on 2024 now. So yeah, the last 10 years of what Kerbal Space Program used to be and what it's like now. So yeah, come on that fun little adventure with me, and we're going to check them all out. And have a great evening, guys. Thanks for joining. Hit all the buttons that make all the neat things, that make the things that pop up and say people know I like what I do, and that people like watching me. And yeah, catch my YouTube channel if you don't catch it on my Twitch. And everybody have a great night. Later.